Let's season a humidor in 60 seconds.
I got to disagree with you here, Adam. If you're not following Adam, make sure you're following him on all the social media platforms. He puts out some fantastic content, some great interviews, but don't listen to him on that video. You know I love you, Adam, but wiping down the inside of a humidor, that can be done, but there needs to be a caveat on that. If it's a cheap humidor, if it's a $20 humidor, feel free to wipe down the inside, put whatever else you want in there. But you got to be careful. So here we got a Liga Privada humidor, probably like a $700-800 humidor. This thing is beautifully finished on the inside and out. Right next to it, we have a Daniel Marshall humidor. This is probably a $3,000 desktop humidor. This Daniel Marshall's the best of the best. Just Google Daniel Marshall, how to season a humidor. You'll come across a great cigar aficionado interview they did with him, and then these are a little bit more on the less expensive side. You know, you could probably wipe these down if you feel them. You know, it's not a super smooth finish. It's a little bit of a rough finish. It's not going to make much of a difference. On these humidors here, these have been meticulously sanded and finished. If you wipe those down, even with a little bit of distilled water, you're gonna raise the grain a little bit. Once the grain is raised and you'll get that little bit of a rough finish, there's no going back. It doesn't shrink back up. You'll have to sand it and you'll have to refinish it to get that smooth again. So don't ever wipe down the inside of a really nice humidor with distilled water. With that being said, don't season your humidors at all. I have a great YouTube channel or YouTube video on the Cigar Prop YouTube channel, and it's called Stop Seasoning Your Humidors. Here's a great example. Brand new humidor, how do you season it? Throw your cigars in there, close the lid, and that's it. If you over season this, over humidify it, you can damage your cigars, you can get mold, and it's hard to come back. You can always add a little bit of humidity at a time and bring it up slowly. But once it's over humidified, it could take a month, you know, to bring back down. So all my humidors, all of these, every humidor you see here, first thing I do is I open up the lid, put cigars in it with a hygrometer and close the lid. And then I monitor it over the next 2 to 4 weeks. If it needs a little bit of humidity, throw 1 Boveda in there, maybe 2, and then just monitor it. But please stop wiping down your humidors.